Hey there, lens legends, and welcome to another episode of the Portrait Profit Show, where we bravely head into the business side of photography to help you thrive. I'm your host, Jim Landers, your guide on the business side, and it's my mission to uplift portrait photographers to make a great income doing what they love. Each week on the Portrait Profit Show, you get tips and systems on the business side of photography designed to help you gain a mastery over marketing and sales, reducing the struggles that most photographers face so you can finally get what you deserve. This show is for photographers who feel they've got something to learn on the business side. So if that's you, then you're in the right place. Welcome to the Portrait Profit Show. The Portrait Profit Show is brought to you by Digital Pro Lab and Landers Photography School. For Digital Pro Lab, Amanda and her amazing team are going to make you look like a hero. And the reason is because they are career people, not someone who's just doing it for the paycheck. They actually love what they do. And that's what makes you look like a hero when you work with Digital Pro Lab. Go to digitalprolab.com and experience the difference that people who are career people make. Amanda and her team rock. Digitalprolab.com. Of course, for Landers Photography School, my school, where I teach photography and the business side of photography. Now, over the past couple of years, we've taught a lot more on the business side than we have on the photography side, but we do still teach both. But just reach out when you've got a question and you have questions. That doesn't mean I have the answers, but I have over 200 classes that I've written, so I might find out. Make your life a little bit easier. Reach out to me, Jim at landersphotoschool.com. Jim at landersphotoschool.com. I want to encourage you today to ask questions, to make comments throughout this discussion. Anytime you have a thought or an idea, go over to the comment section. Let me know. And speaking of the comment section, I want you to go there right now and enter in hashtag live. Hashtag live. So I know you're watching us today on either Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube. For those who are watching the replay, then do me a favor and enter in hashtag replay. So I also request one thing of you. We don't charge anything for this, but I guess the cost is a share. I just ask that you share the Portrait Profit Show. Let other people know that this show exists and that it's here to uplift the photography community. We uplift the entire photography community. When the what's that cliche when the tide comes in, all boats rise. That's not exactly how it's said, but I had to tell you the gist so I could get it out. But do me a favor, just click the share button. Let other people know that this thing exists. It is beneficial to all of us. You know what? Today we are jumping into a controversial topic, a concept that might seem counterintuitive at first. And it is, if not done properly. And that's giving away your work for free. Now, I know the very idea might raise some eyebrows. It might make you uncomfortable and it might cause a bit of a stir. I want to stress without a long-term strategic plan that shows that this idea even has potential, then this idea is a bad idea for you. This will resonate with some of you. It's going to invigorate your photography energy level. And others will think that this lesson is the worst lesson I've given out of the total of 176 that I've given since Amanda Dominguez of Digital Pro Lab and I started the Portrait Profit Show. I did mention that this topic was controversial. I mean, for some photographers, this is just not a viable option for their business model. And me sharing this might just make them angry with me. If I was doing a private class with you, which I do private classes, singles all the way to multiple months or years, I would know for sure whether or not the strategy would be a viable option for you. But what if I told you that the marketing strategy that I call random acts of portraiture not only uplifts your community, but also significantly boosts your photography business? We always aim for win win scenarios. By strategically offering free portrait sessions, you can build powerful connections, enhance your brand's visibility, and create a wave of goodwill that translates into real, loyal, paying clients. This isn't just about charity, it's about smart, innovative marketing that benefits everyone involved. Let's explore how combining generosity with strategic marketing can transform your business and make a lasting impact. Now, if that sounds intriguing to you, I want you to go to the comments section and let me know by saying, let's do this. Just type in let's do this in the comments section. By the way, if you haven't entered in hashtag live, letting me know you're here, do that also while you're there. Chapter 1, understanding the concept. All right. I said we're going to jump right into this. So let's go straight to the heart of Random Acts of Portraiture, this marketing strategy. It's a strategy where we combine the power of community engagement with innovative marketing to create something truly extraordinary. Assuming you aren't driving, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to imagine this with me. You're a photographer, you're a storyteller, you're conveying love and hope. Add to that, you're a community builder, a beacon of hope for those who might never have had the chance to see themselves in the work of a professional photographer. By offering free portrait session by offering free portrait sessions to those in need, you're doing more than just giving away your work. You're creating an opportunity to connect on a deeper personal level, building relationships, lasting ones, and making a tangible difference in your community. All right. So, why would you consider this crazy no income strategy? Well, you're unlikely to do it all the time. You're going to be strategic about it. Let's break it down into 5 parts. The first is building powerful connections. With these free portrait sessions, you're inviting people into your world, the experience of working with you, showing them your passion, your skill, your art. People remember those who make them feel special and valued. These connections turn into lifelong relationships, referrals, and yes, paying clients, both directly and indirectly, who are loyal to you and your brand. The second, enhancing your brand's visibility. Prior to every photography session is a story that is just waiting to be told. Share these stories on your social media, your website, within your community. Showcase the smiles, the transformations, and the joy your work brings. Your brand becomes synonymous with generosity, creativity, and community spirit. Number 3, creating a wave of goodwill. Good deeds resonate far and wide. When people see you giving back, they're more likely to support you. This wave of goodwill translates into a stronger reputation, more word of mouth referrals, and a deeper connection with your community. It's about creating an ecosystem of support and appreciation that benefits everyone involved. Or, as the service organization Rotary International says in their 4-way test, in the things we think, say, and do, is it beneficial to all concerned? Hmm. Number 4, translating generosity into real paying clients. The law of reciprocity is powerful. When people receive something valuable, they naturally want to give back. By providing free sessions, you're planting seeds. These seeds grow into trust, loyalty, and paying clients who appreciate your work and are willing to invest in it. And number 5, having fun and making a difference. Let's not forget the joy and fulfillment that comes from making a difference in someone's life. The smiles, the gratitude, the stories, they all add up to a rich, rewarding experience that goes beyond the financial. It's about doing what you love and sharing that love far and wide. By embracing random acts of portraiture, You're not just giving away your work, you're investing in your community, your brand, and your future success. This strategy is a movement, a way to combine passion with a purpose that elevates everyone involved. I'm going to share three inspirational examples, and then we'll explore how we can put this into action and transform not only your business, but also the lives of those around you. Now, some of you are upset by what I've just said. I understand. But you haven't heard the the part where it actually is beneficial to both parties, not just them. But are you feeling what I'm sharing with you so far? Are you feeling what I'm saying? If so, give me a loving this in the comments. Loving this. Tell me. It could be just a, yeah, this is good. Thanks, Jim. Yeah, but tell me right now, go over to the comments. Let me know. In fact, I probably should go over there and see if there's some of you who have commented so far. I see a whole lot of people are watching. Thank you for entering hashtag live, letting me know that you're here. I'll do a couple of shout outs real quick. So I'm seeing Lupe and I'm seeing Janice and Terry and Rick, Naomi and Christine and Robin and a bunch more. I might do some more call outs here in just a moment, but I'm so grateful that you're here. But let me know in the comments. You hearing this so far? You liking this so far? Tell me. Let me know. All right. Next section, chapter 2. I've got a, I've got three case studies that I want to share with you. So now that we've explored the concept of the strategy, it's important to understand how similar strategies have been successfully implemented. These are going to be ways that are different from the way you might do it. So, and one of them is not a photographer, and this is actually where the idea came from. At least the inspiration for the idea came from, and the other two are photographers. So, although Random Acts of Portraiture is a new initiative that I'm introducing for the first time today with this lesson, we can look at other success stories to see how combining generosity with strategic marketing can lead to remarkable results. These examples will help us visualize the potential impact and inspire us to create meaningful connections through our work. The first is Spencer's SB mowing and SB pressure washing. Let me put his picture here up on the screen. This this person, Spencer, has gained a significant social media following by offering free lawn care service and pressure washer service to those in need. It started off that every Friday he would choose a home in need and provide his services for free. But because of his popularity, he has shifted his business model significantly. He no longer takes on any paid jobs. Now, I'm not saying that's the direction you're going or that's the direction to head. It might be ideal for you, but I'm just sharing his story. He no longer takes on any paid jobs and instead focuses entirely on offering free lawn care and pressure washing services. His primary revenue now comes from the massive following he has built on social media platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, where he documents these curbside transformations. Spencer's social media presence has grown to over 20 million followers, and his videos have had more than 2 billion views. That's B, 2 billion views. This significant online visibility allows him to earn money through ad revenue and sponsorships from the companies that provide the equipment he uses. This shift has allowed him to focus on community service, providing free services to those in need while still maintaining a sustainable income through his online content. By sharing these acts of kindness on social media, Spencer's built a massive engaged following. His business has flourished, not just from the paid services that he was previously doing, but from the goodwill and visibility generated by his free work. Spencer's story shows how giving back can lead to significant business growth and community support. Now, you can see his YouTube channel. It's at SB Mowing. It's SB Mowing on both Instagram and on YouTube. So if you want to look him up, just look under SB, the letters S and B Mowing. SB Mowing. By the way, I found tons of information while I was doing research on on this particular show on Spencer. He is much beloved in his community. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Now, the second person I want to bring up, this guy's name is Benjamin von Wong. And let me put his name up on the screen just so you my saying it might not put a picture in your mind of how to spell it. So there it is. He's known for his dramatic and hyper realistic images that highlight environmental issues such as plastic waste. His projects often involve large scale installations that turn waste into powerful visual statements. His projects have gone viral, attracting media coverage, public support. His work not only raises awareness, but also drives engagement and action towards environmental causes. His campaigns demonstrate how photography can be used to address important issues and create meaningful conversations. Now, his most recent project that I saw was something that he calls straw apocalypse, and this is where he's using a huge number of straws to create two big waves coming in on someone who's walking in between them. Now, it's all done in a studio, but it's all done with straws. So I can't imagine how long it takes him to put these things together. And he has help in doing these. So if you look at some of his things, you go to the photographs, you'll see lots of people who are helping him out. And I can't imagine that he has a budget for this many people. What I imagine is these are community causes that people want to get involved in. And so they're there to help. So pretty cool thing. In fact, let me let me share my screen and show you. Let's see if I can do this real quick. Present, share screen, and let's bring on his project here. All right. This is some of his work, and uh, very interesting stuff. This one is Straw Apocalypse. This is the building of it, and this is one of the ways that he's used it. All right, so that is Straw Apocalypse, and this is vonwong.com, VONWONG.com, vonwong.com. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that. And then the third person I want to share with you is Jeremy Cowart. Now, you might have come across Jeremy before because he does a project that's called Help Portrait. And I'm hoping that you've heard of this one before. This has been active for quite some time, although during COVID it was not active, and it actually stopped. I believe in the last one was in 2017. So Help Portrait was a global movement founded by renowned photographer Jeremy Cowart in 2008. I say was because it has been pretty much inactive since 2017 until this past December 2023 when there was some changes to their Instagram page. So I think it might be coming back. That's what is indicated there. However, their website's no longer up. If you're curious, you can see their old website on Wayback Machine if you've ever done that before. But uh, the initiative that he's doing, Help Portrait, brings together photographers, makeup artists, and other volunteers to provide free portraits to those in need. The idea is simple: find people in need, create their photographs, print them, and give them to them. Help Portrait has, in its 10 years of existence, has reached over 80 countries and provided millions of portraits, aiming to give people a sense of dignity and joy through professional photography. This initiative highlights how photographers can use their skills to give back to the community while also gaining visibility and recognition for their generosity. So, if you want to find out more information about him, just use his last name, COWART. I guess you could say cow art. That might be easier to remember. .io. Cowart.io. That's where you find out more information about Jeremy and his Help Portrait initiative. So, y- probably Instagram is the where you're going to find the newest information now. So go to get on Instagram and look up Jeremy Cowart. Now, these case studies that I am sharing with you, these three that I've just shared with you, they highlight the effectiveness of combining acts of generosity with strategic marketing. And by looking at these successful examples, we can draw inspiration and understand the potential for random acts of portraiture to make a significant impact on our communities and our businesses. Now, the things they are doing may be quite different than what we're talking about here. I just wanted to give you a taste, an idea of how people have used this. The one I'm going to be sharing is more closely aligned to what we when we had talked about Spencer of and I didn't put his name up, Spencer of SB Mowing and SB Pressure Washing. This, what I'm sharing with you today is more aligned to what he is doing than what the other two are, but they all are good examples of that. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so I hear you, but how am I supposed to make any money with this plan? I just can't give away portrait sessions all the time. I've got to bring in a sufficient amount of income to provide for my family. To which I respond, I understand your concern. And I am so glad that you asked. The Random Acts of Portraiture initiative may seem like giving away your services for free because you do, but it's actually a strategic marketing tool designed to boost your business in several ways. I'm going to share 7 different ways with you on how you can make money with this plan. The first is increased visibility and brand awareness. By participating in community focused initiatives, you gain significant exposure. Oh, I know you can't pay for food with exposure. But sharing the stories and images from the sessions on social media through your local media, through coverage, all these things increase your visibility. This organic reach alone often translates into more inquiries and more bookings. Second of 7, building a loyal client base. When people see the positive impact that you're making, they're more likely to support your business. The recipients of your free sessions and their networks, the people they know, can become paying clients in the future. This goodwill creates a strong, loyal client base that values your services. Number 3, partnerships and sponsorships. This can be huge. Forming alliances with local businesses can lead to sponsorships and partnerships that make a significant impact on your business. You you will be using them or working with them in many ways. One could be hosting events or collaborating so that you can offer financial support or they can offer financial support or in-kind contributions, such as venues, marketing assistance. These partnerships can also lead to referrals and new clients. Number 4 of 7, showcasing your skills. Offering free sessions allows you to showcase your skills to a broader audience. Now, for some business models, that's not a good idea. But for those who it is a good idea to do that, you are sharing high quality images from these sessions. These are used in your portfolio. These are used on your website. These are used across your social media platforms, demonstrating your expertise, and you're constantly attracting new clients. Number 5, the word of mouth referrals. You're growing the number of satisfied, no, thrilled participants, and they, because they're thrilled, are very likely to share their positive experiences with others, especially if you do that part strategically as well and request it. Word of mouth referrals are incredibly powerful, and we all know they can lead to new business. When people have a personal connection to your work, they are more likely to recommend you to friends and family. Now, this is just 5 of the 7 ways that you're likely going to be the photographer who's the most well known in your area, just because of all the goodwill, because of the buzz that you're going to create. I still have two more. Number six, you're going to be creating exclusive offers. So after that initial free session, you can offer it if you choose to. This is totally up to you. It's part of your strategic plan, but you might offer exclusive packages or discounts to participants, or you're giving discounts to their networks, their friends, their family, their fans, their coworkers, their organizations. So this can incentivize them to book further sessions with you, generating additional income. And number seven of seven, you could be upselling your services. So during the free sessions, you can introduce clients to premium products and services such as high-end prints, photo books, or extended packages. So you're highlighting the value of these offerings, and that can encourage clients to invest in additional products, increasing your revenue. Again, you're strategically planning that out. If it works, if it applies, then you're implementing it. If it doesn't work as part of the plan, then you don't. Let me give you an example strategy, and I want you to consider Spencer's SB Moving initiative. Mowing, sorry. I want you to consider Spencer's SB Mowing initiative, which shifted from traditional paid jobs to offering free services. Spencer's generosity and the subsequent social media exposure brought in significant revenue and sponsorships, allowing him to grow his business well beyond his normal paid jobs. In his community, radio shows, TV shows, and social media influencers reached out to him so often that he has to turn down more requests than he can accept because there's simply not enough time. There's probably hardly anyone in his community who hasn't heard of him. How many photographers can you say that about? By implementing the Random Acts of Portraiture initiative and doing it thoughtfully, thoroughly, you're not just giving away free sessions, you're investing in your brand's visibility, community trust, and long term business growth. The goodwill and positive reputation you build will translate into increased inquiries, loyal clients, and sustainable income. Now, I want to make sure that you do me a favor. Hit that like button if you hear something you like. If you hear something you love, well, there's a love button for that. If I say something funny, well, hey, if I'm saying something that makes you upset, well, there's an emoji for that too. And of course, if you haven't already, go to the comment section, enter in hashtag live, letting me know that you're here. Ah, man. All right. So let's move on to chapter three, a step-by-step implementation plan. In fact, let me, there we go. Make that a little bit smaller. So, chapter three, a step by step implementation plan. Excuse me. The goal of this section is to ensure that you understand how to start and manage the Random Acts of Portraiture initiative by providing a clear, actionable plan that you can follow. Now, the first thing is to define your target market for the project. Now, you've hopefully already defined your target market for your business, and this might be similar. But for those that watch this show regularly, you know how much I harp on having a clear description of your ideal client. For this project, you need to describe the ideal person for this strategy so that you can focus your efforts and resources effectively. It might be exactly the same as your regular target market. It might be people who your ideal clients care about. Here's how you can identify ideal clients. You're identifying by demographics. Think about the demographics of people you want to reach, their age, their gender, their income level, their location. For instance, are you aiming to connect with young families, high school seniors, business professionals? The next is interests. What are their interests? What are their values? Are they community focused, environmentally conscious, technology enthusiasts? Who are they? What are their interests? Next is and finding out what or defining what their pain points are or their concerns, their wants, the things that they don't want. So understand what your target client needs and what challenges they're facing. This could range from financial hardship to simply not having access to professional photography, but it could be a whole lot more than that or something totally different. And then behaviors. Considering consider purchasing habits, their brand loyalty, and how they interact with similar services. Defining the target market causes you to tailor your random acts of portraiture initiative to attract and serve those who will benefit the most from your generosity and align your business with your business objectives. The second thing that I want you to do, by the way, if this is helping, will you tell me in the comments? Just go over there to the comments for just a moment and say, hey, this is helping. I appreciate this. Thanks, Jim. Whatever you want to say, but interact with me. Let me know in the comments. Next thing I want you to do is create a nomination system. A nomination system provides a way for others in the community to nominate individuals or families who could benefit from a free portrait session. There's there's about 5 steps to creating a nomination system. So let's go over that because that might help you understand the process just a little bit better. The first is create a dedicated landing page. Now, if you don't have an existing website that you can add it to, well, then you can do this in WordPress and Wix or Squarespace. So, but we need to have a dedicated landing page for just this alone. Number two is design the form, include fields both for the nominator, the nominee, both their names, the nominee's contact information, and a brief explanation of why they are being nominated. So you might choose to have anonymous nominations. So make sure if that's the case, you don't make that a required field that they have to fill out. Number three, set clear criteria. Define who is eligible. So maybe you want to target low income families. Maybe you want to target community volunteers who have done cool things for their community. Maybe you want to work with individuals with special needs. Or maybe someone who has groups of people who have done things to uplift the community. So there's a lot of different areas that you could focus on. So it doesn't have to be those who you might put in the charity category. It may be those who you're putting in the I want to uplift these people who are working hard to make other people's lives better. That may be the people who you want to target. Whoever you want to work with, clearly explain the selection process so that you manage expectations. Because anytime you offer to give something for free, you're going to get too many. You won't be able to handle it. So therefore, you've got to have a very narrow description of who it is you're working with. Number 4, promote the nomination page. You're going to do this through normal means. You're going to use social media, email newsletters, organizations that target the same market but aren't competitors, and local community boards. Lots of different ways to help you spread the word. Number 5, review and select. You're going to define a regular period of time where you review submissions and you select recipients based on the criteria. Now, right at first, you're not likely to get overloaded with the number. There may be quite a few, but chances are it won't be overload. It will become that, especially if you do a poor job of describing who your target market is. You've got to define what regularly means so you stay on track and others come to know what to expect from you. You have to create a system that ensures fairness, ensures transparency, making it easy for the community to participate and for you to manage the process. You guys hearing me? Liking this? Let me know. Hit that like button. Hit that love button. Number 3, community engagement strategies. Actively involving your community expands the reach of your project and builds a network of support and appreciation. I'm going to give you 4 effective strategies. Number 1, social media campaigns. Share your stories, your images, and your videos of past sessions. You're going to use hashtags like hashtag random acts of portraiture, hashtag community portraits, and hashtag photography for good. Now, those are suggestions. You want to give your project a title, you're welcome to call it random acts of portraiture. But you can call it whatever you want, but you definitely want to give it a name. And some of you will take this and do, because you've got different groups that you want to uplift, you'll probably have a separate project for each one. So maybe each year you have a different group that you uplift. And so you're targeting different groups each time. Or maybe each month is a different one. And so you're cycling through 12 different ones. Or maybe you have 4 sets of 3. It's totally up to you how you do this. But I want you to give yourself enough time to engage with your audience by responding to comments and messages on social media. By the way, if you do this the way I'm envisioning it, you will be bringing in so much money. You'll have to hire someone to do this part for you. Does that sound good? Yeah. Yeah. Number 2, collaborate with local businesses. Partner with local businesses to host events, to provide locations for the photography services, and for a whole lot more. You'll be featuring them in your promotional materials, and you'll be so their name will expand. So it is a win-win situation. And there's a lot more that I can and going to be saying about that one. Number 3, press releases, media coverage. I want you to write press releases about your initiative and send them to local newspapers, radio stations, TV channels, and the influencers. Now, you don't start by doing this. This is after you have begun and you have images to show. You've got stories to share. You're inviting media to cover your events and to share the impact stories. Number 4, hosting community events. Now, you can either host them or you can participate in existing events. For existing events, you could set up a booth where people can learn more about what you're doing and even nominate someone on the spot. These strategies will help you build a strong community presence. They'll help you generate buzz and attract both participants and supporters of and for your initiative. Now, the next one is I want you to have transparent communication because I want you to build trust. I want you to ensure everyone involved understands the purpose, the process, and expected outcomes. I want you to have a clear communication style that helps ensure the success of your initiative. Now, here's 5 steps to keep your communication clear and effective. Number 1, clearly state your goals. Explain the purpose of your initiative and the impact you hope to achieve. Share your long term vision and how you plan to sustain the initiative if it is going to be a long term initiative. Some of them are short, just single time. Others of them are ongoing. It depends on what you choose to do. Now, no matter what it is you choose to do, you've got to outline your process. Describe the nomination, selection, and session process in detail. Use simple language. Avoid photography jargon. Ensure that everyone understands. Number 3, regular updates. Keep your community informed with regular updates on your progress, upcoming events, success stories. Use email newsletters, social media posts, website updates, and blog articles to share these updates. Number 4, I want you to be open to feedback. I want you to encourage feedback from participants and from the community. One way you could do that is by adding a form to your website using a feedback form. This feedback is used to improve your processes and address any concerns. So, this transparent communication helps build credibility. It creates a supportive community that believes in you and supports in your mission. It also enhances trust, encourages more people to get involved, and ensures that everyone feels valued and heard. This openness leads to a stronger leads to stronger community ties, increased participation, and a more impactful and sustainable initiative. What do you guys think? Is this fun? Is this interesting? Is this right up your alley? Are you bothered that I'm bringing it up? Let me know in the comments. All right, take that one off. Let's move into chapter 4. To be successful and make a lasting impact with the Random Acts of Portraiture initiative, it will take a thoughtful setup and ongoing maintenance. You're not just offering free portrait sessions, you're building meaningful connections and creating a community focused project. Enhancing the initiative involves deepening these connections, leveraging community resources, and ensuring consistent engagement. By adding a personal touch, forming strategic alliance partnerships, and organizing regular sessions, you maximize the initiative's reach and effectiveness. These enhancements not only improve the experience for the recipient, but also build a supportive network that sustains the initiative for its intended duration, whether it's a specific period, a specific quantity of sessions, a particular purpose, whatever it is. Let's explore 3 strategies to enhance random acts of portraiture into a powerful tool for community building and for personal connection, ensuring that the impact lasts well beyond the photography session. So here's the first: adding a personal touch. When you receive nominations, take the time to reach out personally to the nominators. Thank them for their participation and ask them to share more about the nominees. This can help you understand the nominees' stories and tailor the experience to their needs. For example, if a family is nominated, let's say you're targeting families, you might learn about their interests, their hobbies, allowing you to incorporate elements that are meaningful to them in the portrait session. During the initial phone call and the planning session, engage with the nominees to learn about their lives, their stories, and what this portrait means to them. This makes the session more enjoyable, but also creates a deeper connection. Follow up with a personalized thank you note after the session, expressing your gratitude for their participation and sharing how much you enjoyed working with them. These small personal touches make a significant impact and enhance the overall experience for all involved. Number 2, forming partnerships with local businesses. Here's another topic that you might have heard me share before: collaborating with local businesses or organizations to provide mutual benefit and enhance the reach and impact of your initiative, something I call alliances. Start by identifying businesses that align with your values and your mission for this project. This could be local cafes, community centers, other service based businesses. Reach out to them and propose a partnership. Explain the purpose and the goals of Random Acts of Portraiture and how their involvement can lead to something that is mutually beneficial. For instance, a local cafe might host a portrait session event, providing a comfortable and welcoming environment for the portraits, maybe even providing some snacks or drinks. And you should be promoting their business through your social media during the event. Consider creating a sponsorship package that outlines different levels of support and the benefits each level provides. This could include branding opportunities, mentions in promotional materials, and a chance to be featured in your success stories. These partnerships not only help you with logistics, but also expand your network and visibility with the community. There are other businesses who want to help. They're run by humans, just like yours. Number 3, scheduling regular sessions. You'll need to manage the workload efficiently. to help you maintain a balance and ensure consistent engagement. Now, when you begin, this can't be something you're doing every day. You might choose to do this once a week, twice a month, monthly. But no matter what it is you choose, be consistent, stick with it, have a regular schedule that allows you to plan ahead and manage your time effectively. It also helps in setting clear expectations with the community and when they can participate. I want you to create a booking system to streamline the process. There is more that I can share on that, and I'm looking at the time and I'm hoping I'll get to it. We'll see. As always, leave buffer times between sessions to account for any delays and give yourself downtime. Regular review and adjust your schedule based on your capacity, on how things are working, and feedback from participants. Organizing your sessions to maintain a steady workflow and provide a consistent and reliable experience for everyone involved, including you. So, by adding a personal touch, forming partnerships with local businesses, and scheduling regular sessions, you enhance this initiative, making it more impactful, making it more sustainable. These strategies help you build stronger connections, expand your reach, and manage your workload effectively. Now, I want you to build a process manual. I also want you to automate the processes, and I want you to be as efficient as possible. All things you want to do. So, process, automation, and efficiency strategies streamline your work, saving time and reducing effort. This allows you to focus on building personal connections and enhancing the impact of your project, making it more manageable and sustainable. The first thing that you're going to do is create a process manual. Now, you're going to tweak it as you go. You're going to find things that work. You're going to realize things that don't. You're going to make changes. One of the things I recommend to my students is creating a process manual for every single process in their business. Now that you've planned much of what you're going to be doing for this initiative, it's time to create one for your Random Acts of Portraiture initiative. Documenting each step provides a clear roadmap, making it easier to identify areas for improvement and to streamline operations. This, if not done correctly, could take all of your time and make it where you can't do anything for profit. We can't allow that to happen. This is a business after all. This is a marketing tool that is beneficial to all concerned. We can't allow it to only be beneficial to someone else and not to you and your family. Components of the Random Acts of Portraiture process manual include things like the nomination process, detailed steps for setting up and managing the nomination system, scheduling, instructions for using scheduling tools and managing appointments, communication, templates and sequences for automated emails and other communications, content creation, guidelines for creating and scheduling content, including a content calendar template. I have a lot more to say on that one, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get to it because of the time. But if you guys want the handout, then reach out to me at jim@landersphotoschool.com. I don't give that part away for free, but I do it for very cheap. It's just $10. So at landersphotoschool.com. Let me know that you'd like the handout for today that includes a whole lot more than what I'm sharing right now. And I'll send you an invoice, online invoice to take care of it. But just send me an email right now to jim@landersphotoschool.com or do it as soon as the show ends. Monitoring and evaluation. This would be procedures for collecting feedback, tracking metrics, and conducting regular reviews. And number two is automation. Because you so clearly outline the steps, well, you set yourself up for implementing automation. And automation makes the process more manageable. It significantly reduces the manual effort. It saves time. It reduces the risk of errors. It's going to make it much more enjoyable because it doesn't take quite so much of your time, yet produces positive effects all around. Now, if you don't have a CRM program, a client relationship management program, you could use other things to make this happen. Besides, not all CRMs have all these things. So this might be for you in that instance. For a nomination process, use online form builders like Google Forms, Jotform, Typeform, so that you can create a nomination form and collect that information easily. By the way, if you have a CRM, use that because that pulls it into your database. Now, it's quite possible you don't want these going into your database, that you want them separate. Okay, there's another good reason why using Google Forms, Jotform, or Typeform might be a better option. These tools can automatically collect and organize submissions, making it easier to review and manage the nominations. For scheduling, again, if you don't have this in your CRM, you could use tools like Calendly or Acuity scheduling. There's a bunch of them out there. Square has a scheduling program built into it. But these can automate the scheduling process. These platforms allow nominators and nominees to book sessions at whatever times that you've allowed to be available to them. So that reduces the need for that back and forth communication trying to figure things out. They do that on their own. They just add themselves to your schedule, and you have narrowed your schedule to only include things on those options that you're willing to work. Now let's talk about communication. There's a lot of ways to do that, but email marketing tools like MailChimp and Constant Contact can automate communication with nominators and nominees. You can set up automated email sequences. Not you can, you have to set up automated email sequences that confirm nominations, that send out reminders and follow up after the session. And then social media management. So you'll use tools such as Hootsuite or Buffer to automate your social media posts. There's a lot of others as well. These platforms allow you to schedule posts in advance, ensuring a consistent online presence without daily management. And number three, consistent content creation. You're going to be sharing stories and creating content regularly, keeping your audience engaged and showcasing your initiative's impact. Here's how you can maintain a consistent content creation schedule. You could include types such as before and after images, behind the scenes images and videos, written stories about the nominees and their experiences, where you highlight the personal connections and the positive impacts that the portraits you created had on them. Your content calendar, so I want you to use a content calendar and schedule your posts in advance. You could use, some tools like Notion, Trello, or Asana, because these help you organize and track your content creation process. By the way, all these things I'm giving you could be used in your regular business as well, but you probably already know that. And then user-generated content, by encouraging nominators and nominees to share their photos and their stories about the initiative on social media using the specific hashtags that you want. So you're asking them to do this. You are asking and you're sharing with them how. This not only increases engagement, but also provides authentic content that you can share. Monitoring and evaluation, because we need regular assessment and feedback. We want to collect this information. I think it's essential to continuously improve the initiative. So here's how to monitor and evaluate your progress. You could do it through feedback surveys. So after each portrait session, send a survey out to both the nominator and the nominee to gather feedback on their experience, how they felt about this. You can use tools like SurveyMonkey or Google Forms for this purpose. You want to track some performance metrics. So uh, the number of nominations received, the sessions completed, social media engagement, website traffic. You're going to analyze these metrics to identify trends and areas for improvement. And then, of course, regular reviews. You want to schedule on your calendar. Schedule regular review meetings to discuss the feedback and performance metrics with your team, even if that's just you. Use this time to brainstorm solutions to any challenges and plan adjustments. You guys thinking of any ideas or thoughts? you want to share them over in the comments? Maybe you have a question you want to ask. Go to the comments. Let's hear it. Now, I'm going to go to the comments real quick just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Hey, Liz, and Lauren and Rick. Hey, you guys are awesome. Glad you're here. All right. By the way, if you haven't already, please enter in hashtag live, letting me know that you're here watching live. All right. Again, there is a lot more to this. This this particular uh, this particular lesson has well over 6,000 words in it, and I'm not able to share with you the last because of time. I'm not finishing chapter 5 that we are on currently about the process manual and efficiency, and I'm not able to share with you the chapter 6 at all. So there's more to this, but because of time, I'm not able to share those parts with you. But I will share, and let me move down to that quickly. I'm looking at my notes, and there's a lot that I'm not sharing with you. I'm sorry. Time constraints. There we go. I'm going to share with you some closing thoughts. So I want you to take a moment and put in the comments a takeaway that you've gotten from this training. I I actually I'm sure you can imagine, I love hearing how the lessons that I share with you are helping you. It makes it so worthwhile for me. I'm doing this anyway because I know it's beneficial and I get personal satisfaction out of it. I don't make any money from this, but I definitely enjoy uplifting the photography community. But go over to the comment section and share a takeaway. I mean, it could be as simple as, "Thanks, Jim, I appreciate that," but I'd really like to hear a takeaway, something that you have heard from this that you can move forward with. And I hope that you're as excited as I am about the potential of Random Acts of Portraiture, this initiative, this project. It's an opportunity to create lasting connections and uplift those in need and make a tangible impact in your community. By implementing the strategies we discussed, adding personal touches, forming strategic partnerships, as I call alliances, scheduling regular sessions, automating processes, and something that we didn't get to, but celebrating the contributions of those who are helping. You are setting the stage for a powerful, transformative strategic marketing tool. You're causing it to be able to do its thing, to work for you. Each step you take towards implementing this initiative is a success not only enhances your business, but also strengthens the bond within your community. I mean, imagine the joy and the gratitude on the faces of those you photograph, the inspiring stories you're going to hear that are uplifting you, filling your creative energy tank, the sense of accomplishment you'll feel knowing you've made a difference with your passion. Picture your community coming together with local businesses and volunteers, all playing a part in this uplifting journey. This is the heart of Random Acts of Portraiture, building bridges, building goodwill, and creating beautiful, lasting memories. If you'd like to have the handout with all the extra stuff that I wasn't able to get to today, do me a favor, do yourself a favor. Send me an email, jim@landersphotoschool.com. By the way, if I have not responded to your email within 24 hours, it means I didn't receive your email. Please send it again. Please try again. By the way, I also have jim@portraitprofits.com. So maybe you try a different one. So send me an email and tell me I want the handout, I will reply with the handout and a link to a way that you can pay $10 online, or, pay it the next time, or pay it forward, pay it to somebody else. It doesn't matter. All right. Reach out, jim@landersphotoschool.com, and just ask for it. Now, I want to share with you some things that are coming in the future. I've got an announcement, and I want to share with you the upcoming Portrait Profit shows. Now, here's the announcement I want to make, and let's put that on. Oh, did I? Okay. I I guess I don't need. I was going to put up a picture on the screen, but I guess I don't need it. So, the announcement I want to make is copyright for photographers that's coming up. This is I do a series. I've been doing a series of classes at the Camera Exchange. The next one I'm doing is Saturday, July 20th. That's this Saturday, and it's at the Camera Exchange from 11 to 1. It's called Copyright for Photographers, where we're going to unlock the mysteries of copyright law and secure your creative rights with this dynamic class. Dive into the essentials of protecting your images, understanding licensing agreements, and navigating the legal landscape of photography. So, if you want more information on copyright for photographers, go to camerax.com, and click on classes. Now it's classes and events. Click on classes and events. All right. So that's the only announcement that I wanted to share with you. But of course, I want to share with you our upcoming shows. Every single week you get the Portrait Profit Show on Mondays, and we don't skip. There's 176 of them that we've done so far, and I don't see any sign of stopping. 1 week from today, July 22nd at noon, we're going to be doing quick tips for selling extra equipment. This is an odd one for us, but it's one that many people have asked me about. So might as well handle that topic and bring it up so that we can share it. You're going to get some good quick tips for selling your camera equipment. You're going to discover how to choose the right platform and price your gear. I'm going to share with you how to ensure a smooth, profitable sale, because we want to transform your unused equipment into new opportunities. That's 1 week from today, July 22nd at noon. And then 1 week after that, we're going to be doing capture attention in social media for for photographer requests. So the you've seen many times that someone has requested a photographer. Have you ever felt like your response to that social media photographer request gets lost in the crowd? Well, during this session, I'm gonna cause you to discover how to stand out and capture the attention of potential clients with tailored strategies that go beyond the usual replies. I'm going to share with you several of those usual replies also. But just know that if you're one of those guys who's doing the same thing everybody else is doing, you have just put yourself in the crowd. And didn't you say you want to stand out from it? Join us to learn how to turn those opportunities into booked sessions. That is on July 29th at noon. And then August 5th at noon, we're going to be talking about from limitations to opportunities. Let me bring that up. Break free of what's holding you back and unlock the potential in your business to discover practical ways to turn limitations into opportunities for growth. Tune in live, share your thoughts, and let's redefine what's possible. And the last one I'm going to share with you today is the next panel discussion, which some of you, that's your favorite show of the month. On the second Monday of each month, we move the time to 6:30 in the evening and we host a panel discussion. The reason why we move it to 6:30, because it's difficult enough to get panelists. it's less difficult to get them to show up at 6:30 than it is at noon. The next one we're doing is August 12th at noon. Excuse me, at 6:30. August 12th at 6:30, called Mindset Shifts. Join us as we explore how shifting your mindset can turn challenges into opportunities. With our panelists, discover the power of a positive outlook and learn actionable strategies to elevate your photography business. Our panelists are Stephanie Saldivar, Amy Wynot, and Jennifer Ritter. So that's what's coming up on August 12th. I want to thank you, Lens Legends, for joining me today. I encourage you to like and share the Portrait Profit Show. And of course, tune in to our next live stream a week from today at noon. Let's make random acts of portraiture a shining example of what can be achieved when we combine our passion for photography with a heartfelt desire to give back to the community. Embrace the spirit of generosity and creativity that drives this initiative. Your efforts will not only be appreciated, but will also inspire others to join in, which amplifies your work and your reach. Your dedication to learning and improving your craft is truly inspiring. So keep learning, keep experimenting, keep creating, keep having fun, and keep turning those difficult situations into wonderful situations. Lens Legends, you are making beautiful images, but that's not all you're making. You are making an impact on everyone around you. So, as we end another show, I hope the ideas and the strategies that we've explored today have resonated with you, so you're able to move forward with confidence. The path is challenging at times. This project is not easy, but it becomes easier over time, especially with all the automation. But remember, you're not alone. Draw strength from the community of passionate photographers who have walked this path before you and who are currently walking it with you, learning and growing with each step. The world is waiting for your artistry, your unique vision, and your ability to touch lives through the power of portraiture. Trust in your talent, believe in the impact you can make, and let your light shine brightly. The world needs your art, and your clients are waiting to be impacted by your talent. Seize today as an opportunity to let your passion soar. Together, we'll make the world a more beautiful place, one portrait at a time. Thank you for your time and your attention here today. And thank you for the efforts you make each day to be such an amazing portrait photographer. Together, we can we help each other achieve our goals and make a difference in the world through our passion for portrait photography. For Landers Photography School and Digital Pro Lab, my name is Jim Landers, and I am bringing you the weekly Portrait Profit Show. Until I see you next week, Lens Legends, keep thriving, keep growing, and keep making your long-lasting mark in the world. I look forward to watching you grow. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Bye for now.